Welcome back, everybody, to Traders Up North. To get right into it, first of all, I want to say thank you for all the love and support on the last video. That's honestly insane, pretty outstanding, really. It's only been 2 months we've been doing this podcast with the whole channel. Channel's only been live for about 2.5 months. That's it, 2.5 months old. So to have a video almost at 2K views, very good. All the backlash is what it is.
You
We
in the
don't care.
comment.
We don't
W
care.
in it.
If people want to argue with us, we got time for it. It boosts algorithm. It is what it is. We tell people to address their concerns. We tell people to tell us what they think. They do. We can't get mad at them for it. It is what it is. It's all love. Part of the show.
Yeah, but half the guys down there in the comment section, I swear they be trolls. Ain't
Of
no
course,
way
yeah,
they really
yeah.
know what they're talking
No,
about.
and there's no way that everybody that comments that is like that. Those thoughts are actually going through their head, and like those are their firm beliefs. That's just not.
Yeah, trolling,
There's no
straight
way.
trolling.
It is what
Quit
it
the
is.
trolling in the
We be trolling. They be trolling. It's a circle. It's a cycle.
Yes.
Onto some pretty big news though. What are your guys' thoughts on Mccord and Flemming both having a Nebraska visit this week? I don't think that the Mccord one's too crazy. I think everyone kind of had their speculations on where he could land. Nebraska's not going to be a bad option for him. Julian Flemming, though, that's a little different. I'm not too sure, how Nebraska is, what they got going on. Are they in need of receivers, or are they just going to take him because he played with Mccord? Is it going to be like one of those package things?
I don't know. Low key, at the end of the day, it's the corn husk. So, like, bro, I'm not sure. You're transferring from the Ohio State Buckeye. I mean, do they think they about to get a conference championship out there or something?
I mean, on paper, they're both 5 stars. I don't really know like how far it's going to take them, but on paper, Mccord and Flemming are 5 stars.
Mccord didn't have bad stats. It's just the fan base, really.
Yeah, and it just it's just not being able to get done what needed to be done. Because there's no doubt in my mind he's going to go get it done in Nebraska. They let him play.
Yeah,
he'll get it done.
Well, it's weird to me that Flemming is choosing Nebraska over other schools.
Because
maybe he's following.
He could definitely go to a bigger
Mccord.
school, and ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm not going to hate on it. You're if you're comfortable with someone and they're going to leave, you got the opportunity to go with them. Especially just for that, because this is Flemming's last year, right? He already played 4 with the Bucks, so it's got to be his last year.
Yep.
Okay. So, I mean, maybe he's just trying to spice up the stats for the league, man.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird because he really didn't get that many targets all year from Mccord.
No, I mean, we talked about it before. He had, like, less than 1,000 yards in his 4 years, right?
Yeah, so, I guess he really didn't get many targets at all.
We said it's hard, though. With the talent that's on the field 95% of the time, it's hard to get open before Ibuka or Harrison do. What are your guys' thoughts on him coming back?
I don't know, bro. Nebraska ain't even like, too relevant. Like, I don't know. If these guys are both 5 stars, why aren't they going to other?
You think Nebraska's paying handsomely?
They gotta be.
NIL. That NIL talk could be crazy. It really
Speaking of NIL talk, Magic Marv.
They want to give him like something that's worth like 25 million cash. They want to give him an NIL that's worth more than a rookie contract as an NFL receiver.
Yeah, you better stay.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
That's insane, bro. I don't know what. I mean, if they give it to him, it'll be the single highest NIL deal to any college player. And I'm assuming at this point, I'm assuming by a long fucking shot.
It's well deserved,
dude.
That's crazy.
You know how many players in the NFL don't see 25 million a year that have been in the NFL for years? Dude, it's insane.
Man, and the thing is about all the NIL money is it's really just like outside companies and partnerships teaming up with these players to give them and use their name image.
It ties in the sponsorships, right?
Right. So that means the universities aren't even chipping in. That's where the big money's at. The TV deals and the popcorn and beer sales and shit, ticket sales. That's where the big money's at for these universities, and the players aren't even seeing none of that. They'd be making way more than the NFL players if they tapped into that money with the NIL money.
You know how many people would just stay back in college for as long as possible, dog?
Yeah.
Especially people that know. Especially people that know they're not going to the NFL, or they know they're not going to do that well in the league. They're just going to stack cash. They fuck it.
Oh yeah.
And figure something out while they have 20 million in the bank. Because obviously they're gonna have multiple years to try to figure something out for themselves after football if they got 20 M's in the bank.
they're all getting degrees of some sort. Most of
Right.
them are
Yeah,
getting
most of them.
bachelors and masters and shit. So I mean, they got options. Plus, they're getting money, so really take themselves and do something.
You guys got any predictions on? Say Mccord and Flemming do land at Nebraska, right? They commit, seal the deal. What are your guys' predictions on the performance there?
It's got
I
to be
mean, they might do all
above
right.
average.
Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
I think it's got to be above average. It's not. McCord wasn't bad. Fleming wasn't bad. Obviously, they're both 5 stars.
Right, for a reason.
But but it's Nebraska. They don't play the same schedule as Ohio State. They're not playing
Right.
Notre Dame. They're
Yeah.
not playing.
You don't see Nebraska on the list of recruits with 6 5-stars, 15 4-stars.
Yeah.
But that's probably some good cushion on Nebraska's side.
No, yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah, I was thinking, bro, it's kind of almost a little similar situation with Michigan quarterback that transferred over to Iowa. Like, bro, yeah, you might do good and you might have a really good season, but at the end of the day, nigga, you transferred to Iowa. You know what I mean? Like, bro, you can have a good season and do all the things right, but you're gonna run into a well-oiled team like that. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I feel like that's the move when they trying to transfer over here to Nebraska. It's like, bro, you transfer into Nebraska, okay?
See, I don't remember every game on the schedule next year. I know a lot of teams have 2 bye weeks now in the Big Ten because of all the teams coming in. But I don't remember if Ohio plays Nebraska at all. But that'd be really interesting if they do commit there and then they do play them next year. I wonder if there's gonna be like bad blood, if they're gonna be chill about it. Just gonna be another football game. Like, I wonder if there's gonna be any other motives behind the play that happens if they see each other again. Because like once you get to the NFL, it's all love regardless. But like in college, but like where these guys are right now, depending on what Kyle's dad's telling him, he might have some real beef with the Buckeyes. Like, who at this point, it could be love, it could be hate. Like, I don't know anymore.
Man, he's a grown ass man.
That guy's a goon. He's unpredictable. He a loose cannon. Watch out. Might snap.
He'd just be setting off out of nowhere. This was interesting though, bro. Like, I literally got on Twitter maybe 20 minutes before we hopped in the call, started recording, and I was like, I wonder if there's any more news on the Kyle situation. I hadn't seen much because normally when I'm scrolling through Twitter, I'll see it right away by somebody. But I searched it, Kyle McCord. First thing I saw was the crystal ball in Nebraska. I was like, oh,
boy, we called it, didn't we? Called it.
Light went off. I mean, yeah, we definitely did say some shit about that type of program picking him up. At least I don't know if it was exactly Nebraska, but that type of that caliber of a school definitely do well with him.
I just think it's so weird that Flemming chose Nebraska out of all the schools he could have possibly went to.
Like, even for a visit?
I mean, not for a visit, but like if he gets crystal balled into Nebraska, it's like, why? Yeah,
we won't know. We won't know till that season starts, dude.
Yeah, it's just weird. I don't like it. I wish the best for him, obviously.
Right, as we all do.
I just don't like it.
Thoughts on the Heisman? Because I don't know if you guys seen the numbers by how much Jayden Daniels won by.
No, I just saw
hundreds of votes.
Hundreds
of votes.
Wasn't even close.
No. Let me see if I can see the tweet again, dude.
See if you can just pull it up.
You're right.
Nah, yeah, I just saw that he had won the Heisman. I ain't deeper than.
And I wish I could find.
Are people pissed about it or what?
Not really. Pissed, I don't think so. Right here. Look at that. Look at that difference.
Jesus.
Ooh.
That's insane.
Is he that much better than Michael Penix?
Apparently.
I don't know.
I seen a post where they compared his, I think it was all-time LSU stats or like one season LSU stats compared to Joe Burrow. They're pretty similar.
And Joe Burrow won that bitch.
Yeah, they're pretty similar.
I mean, obviously there's a reason for this.
Yeah.
Because here to here is insane, but from here to here is crazy as fuck. This guy got 8 first place votes, bro. 2,000 points compared to 85 is insane. I'm not really too surprised by this.
Why you clowning my boy down there like that? Listen, he clowning right now.
There's no hate on Jordan. Had he never got injured, he would have been way up there in the talks. He
Yeah.
probably would have been in. He probably would have been in second or third place. Jayden Daniels just he sealed the fate on the Heisman throughout the season. He's kept getting better and better, and I think it was the week Mike was gone. Me and you were watching those highlights where he had over 600 yards in a game, passing and rushing. I ain't seen no other quarterback do some shit like that ever in my life.
Yeah,
Like,
it was
ever in
crazy.
my life, I've never seen some shit like that. So that's obviously Heisman caliber play.
Well deserved.
It is a well deserved Heisman. Hopefully, he has as much success as Burrow when he gets to the league. You know, obviously Burrow's injured right now.
Yeah.
Super Bowl's kind of tough, but did have good years there. He's going to continue to have good years, so hopefully he can continue that LSU quarterback Heisman to very good quarterback in the NFL. But we'll see. There's a lot of good talents going to the league this year.
Let's say Marv comes back, right?
Right.
Theoretically. Obviously, he's going to have another Heisman year. Do you think he wins next year if he comes back? I think it's possible. I think Bo Nix is going.
Talking about somebody got to get him to rock.
Okay. So if we can get a quarterback that is, let's hypothetically, right, equivalent to Mccord, right? He can get back to New York again. If we have a quarterback that is better than Mccord, can put up better numbers, throw the ball more consistently, I think Marvin's got a real good shot at winning. But he also, he himself has to perform stellar again. Yeah. He's got to have another breakout year, which I'm sure he can. It's in his DNA to be a great receiver.
Oh, yeah.
But he still has to have that performance.
It's just so hard for receivers to win the Heisman, bro.
It's hard for anybody that's not a quarterback to win.
Exactly. I was going to say, let's say Ohio State gets a dog-ass quarterback now. You know what I mean? And they're dotting up Marvin, and Marvin's having a great year, but the quarterback's also, let's say, mobile and hitting other receivers. So he's
then the quarterback goes. Quarterback's going to go.
Yeah, I guess you got a good point.
It kind of is like a quarterback trophy, but at the end of the day, like, what out of all the positions on the football team, right? What position normally gets the most attention, most media, the most money? It's a quarterback. It is considered the most valuable player on a team, the most important player on a team.
Through the good and the bad. Like, if I say the Dallas Cowboys suck, am I pretty much saying Dak Prescott suck?
I'll say he sucks. Fucking hate the Cowboys.
You know what I mean? We ain't even sitting here talking about no types of defense or nothing. It's Cowboys suck.
Cowboys suck, dude. It is what it is.
It is what it
is. That's what people do.
Yeah, it's a tough call. It's definitely a quarterback's trophy.
For sure.
Last receiver was Devontae Smith, right? And then I don't even know before that. I also don't know how true this is. I know Derrick Henry did win the Heisman, but was he the last running back to win the Heisman? I'm not too sure. Like, if there's been another, but obviously not everybody. Nobody can just be like Derrick Henry is. You know what I mean? Like,
look, I'm scared to say some shit. They're gonna flame the fuck out of me in the comments. They're like, no, he's a lying ass nigga. Get him out of here.
Fuck it. I don't know if another running back's won it since Henry, but obviously not every running back will be Derrick Henry. That's something that's like actually impossible. Nobody's just.
I would love to see another defender. York.
Ooh, what was the last one that did that?
I know Charles Woodson did it. Fact check that.
Is he actually is he the last one though?
Low key.
Let me look it up real quick.
Yeah, weren't they talking about Aiden Hutchinson was trying to get it?
He went to New York for it.
Yeah, and they were gonna be like,
didn't he go with Chase Young?
Yep.
That's what I thought.
Last defensive player to win the Heisman. Charles Woodson's the one that came up immediately. Only one defense. Oh, okay. Wait, is this true? Only one defensive player's ever won it, and it was Charles Woodson?
Yeah, I believe so. That's gotta be right.
So that's basically what we just came to the conclusion of, is that if you play defense, it's basically fucking impossible to win a Heisman. You better be the most standout player in the country.
You better have 3 interceptions a game. So.
Yeah. Something outlandish.
You gotta be like that.
Yeah, it's nuts. Really that's wild. Way too difficult of a task. I know we said we were going to cut it a little shorter today. We're already at 14 and a half slates. What you got on the NBA, Doug? Let's get something going real quick. Let's get some insight and some thoughts.
I don't even know if y'all was tuning in, but I was for sure tuning in the last 30 tip-off in-season tournament championship for the NBA. Had the Lakers coming up out the West. It was a single elimination tournament. So it's been going on for a little bit, and this is like the first year the NBA just like during the season. So the Lakers made it up out of the West. Out of the East, it was Pacers, and this nigga Tyrese Halliburton's been going crazy, putting up like Trae Young far ass threes. You know what I mean? Beating, put out the Celtics. They put out a bunch of other good ass teams coming up out there. But last night they had the championship. Of course, the GOAT James had to come through, catch the dub, playing like he's a 25-year-old kid out there.
That stuff's in his athleticism is unmatched.
Yeah, it's
it really
nuts.
is.
It's really nuts. But man, the one thing I do notice when I watch those Laker games, bro, they surround him with some good ass athletes. Like Austin Reeves is just like a tall ass white boy out there cooking.
That dude is nice.
Austin Reeves is nice.
I used to bet on him last year quite often.
Yeah, and teams can't sleep on Cam Reddish. Cam Reddish is out there in the corner. That nigga's a dog. Cam Reddish been like highly notable since high school. Is one of the best kids to come up out of high school, man. He's like so good. So there's really, really good talent around Brown still, which is good. That's why they're a good basketball.
Yeah, I definitely got to start tuning in more.
Yeah.
Is it basketball's on like almost every day, right? Damn near almost every day.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Is there basketball being played right now?
You got YouTube TV?
My mom does.
If you on YouTube TV and you just go to like the homepage, bro, it's gonna be like an NBA game.
Be flooded with basketball.
Flooded. Damn near every night you're gonna catch like an Orlando versus. Yeah, I mean,
so every time I watch YouTube at night before I go to bed, like even though I don't have YouTube TV on my account, as soon as I log in, bro, and I'm scrolling through my videos, I just get the full promotion line of all the NFL games coming on that weekend on YouTube TV, every single one. And eventually they're gonna get me. I'm gonna buy that bitch. Eventually, not right now.
Isn't it like $100 a month?
Dude, I don't know. I think I don't know. I don't know.
Huh.
I think my mom told me she paid around like 200, and I don't know if that was for the year, for the season, because like I don't know if it's YouTube TV, right? Is like a thing. I don't know if it's like you just buy like specific parts of it, like if you just wanted the NFL package part of YouTube TV. I don't know. I'm sure you probably can just buy specific parts of it for a year. All I know is, bro, go ahead.
I was gonna ask y'all, where do y'all stand on the GOAT debate for basketball?
For Jordan LeBron?
Yeah.
But actually, I was asked this by Darian like 2 weeks ago, and he very much liked my response.
Okay.
It's too hard to compare because the time periods or what the level of basketball played in the two time periods are just way different. The size of people.
Great answer.
The size of people is way different. The way the game is played with the rules are way different. The skill level is way different. Because like here's the thing, right?
Cop out answer. That's a cop out.
It's hard though because one is also like 20 years older than the other one.
Yeah, but we see the bodies of work that each player has created during the era. The body of work of their career.
Which level of basketball do you think was more difficult to play in? Because here's like where it is, right? Like back then, people were more physical with each other. There's a lot more hands-on type of shit going on back then. A lot more physical play was happening. But now, I mean, I could be wrong, but I feel like now at least people are just physically are a lot bigger and they're faster, and the skill level has obviously, because no matter what like happens, evolution is gonna do its thing, right? And the skill level of players is only going to get better.
Yeah, and that kind of ties into the game, the championship game last night. The Pacers were really having trouble going against the Lakers because the Lakers were just so long. Pause. They were just they was like lanky as a motherfucker, blocking shots and shit. They couldn't shoot over nobody in them passing lanes, getting steals, fast break dunks real quick and shit because they're so lanky. Pacers were having trouble.
On the basketball topic, you know what I'm tired of seeing? These American players hitting the Chinese leagues and posterizing them boys for no reason. I'm sick of seeing that shit. Like, dude, here's the thing, right? Take the worst player on an NBA team in America, right? Like one of the worst, good enough to be a part of the team, right? But like a bench player, one of the lesser skilled players on the team, he's better than every single person on the court in the Chinese league. Like that shit, I don't know. It don't matter because like it's entertainment all around. Like I don't know how they run their leagues. Like they could just be solely off entertainment. Like who knows? But that shit ain't fair. I got on Twitter the other day and seen Buddy posterize the fuck out of somebody. My next question was, why was he a foot taller than every player on the court? Like they're just like the teeter totter. You know, it's not equal at all. It's not.
Yeah. It's tough. Sometimes you'll get some really good guys coming up out of the rest of the world that'll make it to the league. Like it's a lot of foreign people in there
I mean,
now.
isn't Luka one of those?
Yeah, Luka. I mean the Greek Freak, Jokic, the Joker. You know what I
But
mean?
those
It's
are
a
like
lot of
those are the rare specimens.
yeah, and they're from all over the world. You know what I
Right.
mean?
And
The
like
best of the best.
and all these people are from America. And like even like the worst players on the NBA team are probably better than 98% of those entire leagues. I mean, it's
True.
fun, it's cool, it's entertaining. Like I enjoyed watching him dunk on Buddy and put him on the ground. But I'm just sitting there like, damn, bro. Like, what's going through that guy's
Yeah,
head
for real.
as he's looking up on the court, just staring up into the lights on the ceiling? Like, what's going through his head?
Man, that Dwight Howard hit one of them foreign ass leagues recently. They had his big ass bringing the ball up the court. That nigga was having so much fun. Just
Oh,
balling
I'm sure,
out,
because he probably
dunking.
thought he was in the backyard playing with his kids, dude. Fucking
Yeah,
Right.
literally.
They got 7 feet tall, swole. Just, they've never seen anybody like that before in their life.
outlandish.
That's
That shit is
hilarious.
outlandish, but it's funny. It's a good
Yep.
time.
How we running on time?
We're at 21 minutes. Actually, a pretty solid one.
Yeah,
About
for
6 minutes
sure.
NBA
Pretty
talk.
quick one.
Covered Mccord, covered the transfers, covered a little bit of the Heisman, a little bit of
Yeah.
NBA, a little bit of spice in there.
Let us know what y'all want to hear as well.
Yeah, if you
We
guys have
really
any
wanna know
suggestions on
y'all
what
wanna
you want us to talk about or things you want some insight on, maybe some things we don't watch too much to see how we view certain topics or how we see a sport that we might not, our eyes might not gaze over it as much.
We'll talk about
or
anything.
just something to react to, some highlights
Right.
that we may have missed, or
Like if
from like
somebody
a college
commented,
sport or something.
watch some cricket. All right, let me see some cricket.
Yeah.
Let me see what it's about. I don't know a fucking thing about it. I know it's slightly similar to baseball. That's about all I know though.
We'll watch it. We'll watch anything.
Dude, I watch people play ping pong. I used to bet on that shit too. I'm out there getting it in.
Simple.
Oh, we did miss a football game. Army and Navy.
I did miss some of that, yeah. Actually, it's funny. The only clip I saw from that was Bill Belichick put on a fucking helmet from the 60s at the pregame
I was
show.
watching some of that boring ass game.
Was it
Man,
really
the low
that bad?
score.
I tuned
Yeah,
in
it
at
was that bad.
halftime
Boring
and
as
seen
fuck.
was the Army that had 0 points at halftime?
Navy.
Navy. I was like,
Navy.
man. Because isn't that game supposed to be more like. That's supposed to be like a game, right?
Yeah,
I mean, not necessarily. They both suck.
Well, yeah,
Right, they
everybody
suck.
knows
It's
that, but
not
it's supposed to
fun.
be like.
It's just like a military match, pretty much. It's just basically like a. Oh God.
Would you put it
don't know
on
what
the
the word
list
I'm
of
looking
like
for
some of
is.
the bigger rivalries though? Like just because
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
like where
Yeah.
who they are.
It was on the list when we
Is
looked
that-
at the list.
I feel bad for a lot of those guys because like you have a very 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 slim chance of like actually going to the league no matter how good you are at a sport when you're going to those schools because you're there for a reason, like you're there to enroll in the Navy, the Army after that, so like getting out of that contract's impossible.
Did you see? I think it was like 2-3 years ago. There was a running back for Army, and he had put up like some crazy numbers, and he wanted to go to the league, but his contract wouldn't let him go, and Donald Trump was trying to like get him out of his contract so he could go to the league and shit.
People hate on Trump a lot, but I see that boy pulling some wicked strings to do shit. Like when he got Kodak out of jail. Like what?
Yeah.
That was so fucking random. Hey.
What president cares about fucking Kodak? Donald Trump.
Hey, bro, if he fuck with you, and he gonna help you out.
Yeah.
That's
That
funny.
shit's crazy.
So did bro not go to the league though? Is that?
I don't think he went to the league.
No, bro's got the uniform on right now.
Yeah, he's probably in fucking Israel or something.
That shit gonna haunt him forever. I'm about, dude.
Oh yeah.
I've been in the league right now.
Yeah, he's sick.
But if he didn't make that decision to go play for Army,
That's
he would
true.
have never got that opportunity to tell that.
That's true, because he is gonna have quite the story, and like the
Oh, yeah.
facts to show that he actually could have went to the league. That's nice. That's cool.
Yep.
Maybe one day they'll have a breakout player that is able to go somehow, some way, pull some strings. That'd be sweet.
Probably not. They'll suck.
All right, boys. Are we calling it good there? Nice little short episode.
Yeah, we can call it.
All right, everybody.
Man, that's good, bro.
That's it for us. It's been a very nice Sunday. Got some football. We're recording this at 9 o'clock on a Sunday night. Expect to see this up Monday morning at 10 a.m. Like we said before, we do appreciate all the love and support in the last video. None of us can still really wrap our heads around the fact that it's happening or why it's happening. You know, it was up for one full day, 24 hours, had about 24 views, and we get a text from Donovan later that day talking about it's at 300. According to the analytics, it's all being pushed out by YouTube recommendations. So YouTube is the reason like that this video is getting pushed. I'm not sure if it's comments or just views in general, but obviously something's going on with the video. YouTube's pushing it out. Whatever that is, we're thankful for it. Appreciate everybody. The trolls, the hate, the love, the support. We love all that. Appreciate all of it. Even the hate helps it. Even the hate helps, man. As Darian once said, what are the exact words? Basically said all hate is good hate. Something along those lines. Like if it's gonna boost the algorithm, it's gonna boost the algorithm, you know? It is what it is.
Yep. Goofballs, you heard it. It ain't rocket science, goofy.
I mean, people never know if we say lies on purpose just to piss them off to get them to comment. No one will ever know.
Yep.
I could pretend that you caught me off guard in the comments, but the whole time I could be there like, dude, I know, I don't give a fuck. I mean, I put the disclaimer in the comments that this channel is ran by one idiot and two legends, so it's going to be 90% facts and 10% misinformation. Whoever wants to do their misinformation on that video will never know.
It'll be 100 people in the comment section. Swear they could have been the head coach of the Cincinnati Bengals. Swear to God.
For real. I won the Super Bowl, imagine. We're running a team better than anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read the playbooks, Doug. All right, everybody. We appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being here. It's been Traders Up North. It's been Damien, Slates, Michael. See you tomorrow morning and on Wednesday morning. Peace.
Peace.